The segment's going up a little late today. We were super busy working on the other podcast, the Toy Armada with Aaron Archer, where we talk about all the different 90s toy lines from the Kenner and Hasbro era, interviews and talks with the creators of all those different brands. We have episode 1 out right now, if you want to go check it out. It's a monthly podcast. We put out an episode about once a month, and we just finished recording episode 2 and started working on the post-editing and everything like that. So be sure to check that out, hopefully by the end of the month. But let's jump into some Transformer news. This is a little bit of a reminder update in a lot of ways. Takara-Tomy Mall's Twitter account updated some brand new images of their masterpiece MP55 Nightbird. And the MP55 Nightbird, we've talked about it on the past in the podcast, that it's a heavy, extensive repaint retool of the MP51 G1RC, and she looks fantastic, and there's a whole bunch of cool stuff that has been included with this photography, pretty much showing how all the different ways you could implicate all the new weapons. Like, it came with two lightsaber swords. You could kind of use them as wrist blasters with the energy weapons. The RC included, I guess we'll call it Generations RC included swords. Also kind of work like a gun blade. I really dig that a lot. That reminds me of when I was working with the Combiner War stuff back during the Fun Pub days. Just a lot of cool poses, little shuriken shots from inside the Autobot arc, all kinds of reenactment poses and stuff. Really cool stuff. But the big thing out of this, and the reason why I'm doing a segment on it, has to do with the fact of the Twitter account itself by Takara-Tomy Mall. This was a mention of, oh, by the way, guys, pre-orders are still up for MP55, Nightbird Shadow, yada, yada, yada. But the big thing that they said here, which was a reconfirmation, that was something that we've really only had just in a small private press release from the press. Reminder, Nightbird is going to be in the next new Hollywood movie scheduled for next year. This is all a direct translation from the Twitter from Japanese. So this tweet confirms 100% yet again that Nightbird is going to be featured in the Rise of the Beasts Transformer movie. Now, the first time we heard about this was back in late June. There was a press release that was done privately, which kind of gave some deeper information about the characters. And the information that was given was that Nightbird was going to be a purple and gray GTR, and also part of the Terrorcons, and is going to have a modern G1 style. And from what I've seen, a very Generation 1 looking kind of design. I swear, we could say, yeah, it looks like the G1 interpretation with the face mask and the hood kind of look and everything. But the fact that it also has been mentioned that Nightbird is going to have a faction swapping kind of thing going on with her. And I just look back at Sideways. I look back at Sideways, the old Armada Sideways, which if you look at the gray head sculpt, specifically the second head sculpt of Sideways, because he's also kind of a headmaster in a lot of ways, has a very Nightbird kind of look to him. And he's a purple vehicle, in this case a motorcycle, and he's a faction swapper. And he's part of a mysterious third faction that is an Autobot nor Decepticon, kind of Unicronian. So I find that there's a lot of interesting parallels here. And it just, again, having Takara-Tomy Mall confirm everything is good too. I also want to kind of address something. I didn't touch it on the podcast too much because I don't want to talk too much movie stuff because it falls into NDA stuff and I just don't feel comfortable about all of it. But there was some images back in mid-August about two vehicles that were found in Peru, two specific truck vehicles. The orange truck is not Nightbird. I'll just say that now. The other truck, I'll let your imagination figure that one out. Most of the fans probably have. So, but yeah, just wanted to touch on this quickly, that at least publicly, Takara has finally acknowledged Rise of the Beasts and that Nightbird is going to be in the movie, and the whole GTR thing, the purple car. The amazing car. GTRs are incredible. So just wanted to cover that quickly. Not much else just to cover today. Just really wanted to just hit up on that and the excitement of Rise of the Beasts, which is coming hopefully quicker than originally planned. It actually has been delayed because of the Big V, everything going on in the world, and the domino effect of stuff that happened with that. So hopefully we'll get some more information soon. Again, this Friday, we have a Fan First Friday from Hasbro Pulse, so we'll get some Kingdom information, some HasLab information, and we'll have a lot more to talk about when Friday rolls around. But I hope to see you guys tomorrow with some more Transformer Slag podcast segments.